Good evening. This is Akash Bani. The news read by Shabhrashati Bhattacharjee. The 18th G20 summit successfully concluded in New Delhi today with India handing over the presidency to Brazil. In the closing ceremony, Prime Minister Narendra Modi handed over the ceremonial gavel to the President of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Modi expressed confidence that under the presidency of Brazil, the G20 would be able to achieve the common goals. He also proposed that one virtual session of the G20 forum may be conducted at the end of November to review the progress of the agenda decided in this summit. After receiving the gavel, the Brazilian president said that in the present world, wealth is more concentrated while millions of human beings still go hungry. He underlined the need to address the issue of inequality in income, healthcare, education, food, and gender. Earlier, Mr. Modi chaired the third session, namely One Future. Chief Coordinator for India's G20 presidency, Harsh Vardhan Shringla, said that during the summit, African Union's inclusion in G20 and adoption of the New Delhi Declaration were huge achievements for India. On the first day of the summit yesterday, the G20 member nations unanimously adopted the New Delhi Leaders' Declaration. It is being seen as a significant victory for India's G20 presidency. India's image as the voice of Global South is reflected in the 37-page declaration, which says that member countries need to urgently accelerate their actions to address development and climate challenges, promote lifestyles for sustainable development, life, and conserve biodiversity, forests, and oceans. It advocates a scaling up financing from all sources to accelerate progress on SDGs. It recognizes the importance of WTO's Aid for Trade initiative to enable developing countries to effectively participate in global trade. Strengthening global health and implementing One Health approach is also a key aspect of the declaration, which focuses on strengthening primary health care and health workforce and improving essential health services and health systems to better than pre-pandemic levels, ideally within the next 2-3 years. Member countries also agreed on creating a working group on the empowerment of women. Nothing concrete came on the much anticipated cryptocurrency issue. Meanwhile, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and his wife Akshata Murthy visited the Akshardham temple this morning and offered prayers. US President Joe Biden has left for Vietnam after attending the G20 summit in New Delhi. World leaders and delegates attending the G20 summit visited Rajghat to pay tributes to Mahatma Gandhi this morning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received them at Rajghat. US President Joe Biden has hailed the historic agreement for a new India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor (IMEC) as a game-changing regional investment. President Biden, taking to X, previously known as Twitter, today said that the project would bridge ports across the two continents and would make it easier to trade, export clean energy, and expand access to reliable clean electricity. He further said it will make it easier to lay cables that will connect communities, that secure a stable internet, and added that it will unlock sustainable and inclusive economic growth. Yesterday, India, along with the US and several other major economies, unveiled an ambitious infrastructure initiative of a railway and shipping corridor aimed at enhancing commerce, energy, and digital connectivity. In US Open tennis, American teenage tennis sensation Coco Gauff secured her maiden women's singles title, defeating Aryna Sabalenka in the title clash in New York today. Gauff produced a gutsy performance on the Arthur Ashe Stadium court to win 2-6, 6-3, 6-2. She is the first American teenager to win the US Open singles title this century and only third overall. In Asia Cup Cricket 2023, India taking on Pakistan in a Super 4 clash at Premadasa International Cricket Stadium in Colombo today. Asked to take first strike, India were 131 for 2 in 19 overs when reports last came in. After forging a opening partnership of 121 without loss between Rohit and Gill, India lost both openers in quick succession. That's all in this news bulletin. Namaskar.